I'm from the old school, and if people had a problem, they would go to the problem and not just shoot up the area. I mean, I'm not to say that people didn't get shot when I was coming up, yeah, but if I want to shoot Tyrone, I'm going to shoot Tyrone. I'm not going to just shoot in the crowd where everybody's there, people's grandmothers and anybody can just get hurt. Hurt who you want to hurt. Don't hurt somebody who is innocent.
Yeah.
Because look what you've done. Mm-hmm. Just because you went shooting through the crowd like a bad boy or whatever. It's senseless. It's very, very senseless. I have respect coming from the old school for a fair one, something we call a fair one. I got a problem with you, you got a problem with me, we duke it out. You either whip my tail or I whip yours. I respect that more than people just coming out here just shooting into crowds and causing havoc. Yeah. And then you're walking and my child is not, but you're walking.
Yeah.
So that is the part that you gotta like brace yourself, because I'm angry. I'm angry that this person did this and is out here walking, enjoying his summer. Nobody has to take him down the stairs. I'm angry. I'm angry about that. You gotta push through the pain. I can be angry, and I am, but I gotta push through it. Because it's not fair. It's just not fair. Until it happens to you. I wouldn't have never thought I was dealing with this. Now here I am. This is not what no one wants to deal with. This is just something that happened. Okay, here you go, Gwen. This is what you got to do. Here you go, Nasia. This is here. Mm-hmm. Unwanted and unwarranted. We didn't ask for this. It's a summer night. Everybody's trying to be teens, young adults. And then someone comes and they don't have any regard. Nobody has any regard. No one. It's not fair. What happens, because when this first happened, 9 people got shot at this event, her injury being the most severe. Trying to get out of this apartment, as you see, we're on the 3rd floor, and she can't even go outside. Like today is a nice day. If the neighbors are not outside to say, hey Gwen, you want us to, she has to sit inside because me and the aide can't lift her down. So this is like, that's the need for her to get out of this apartment, and plus it's a health issue. Mm-hmm. It's a safety hazard for her to be in here with this wheelchair. But this is where we lived when this happened. So we couldn't uproot and move. We're trying to find a place now. So that's been a struggle too. This is just, it's not conducive to be in a wheelchair in a third. If something happens to her right now in the fire in the building, we're messed up in here. It's myself, and I'm not working, but I have an aide here. Even if something happens in the building, her and her aide, they can't get out. They're on the 3rd floor. People are running. No one's home in the daytime. We're just here in the building. If something happens, it's toast. Because we can't get out. So that's like, it's complicated. There are other levels to her just getting hurt. Yeah, we're hurt and we're in this apartment, stuck. Remember the cab ride, like to the hospital. It just was, it's like surreal. That's like the worst. Yeah. It was just a surreal thing to experience. Like, I think I'm traumatized by it because I can still hear their footsteps. I can hear I can hear it. Like sometimes I'm washing the dishes and it'll just pop in my mind. Like that's a traumatic event. So it haunts you. It comes back, I'm just like, try to, go forward, and she's lucky because that bullet almost half an inch away from her main artery, like this much without touching. So she's lucky.
I was at a backyard. Well, I was dropping some friends off at a backyard party, and mine happened to be the most severe. So mine went to my neck, and then it traveled to my spinal cord. I had bullet removal surgery. It just compressed my spine. It didn't damage it to the point where I was completely paralyzed. So I kind of got lucky. In the hospital from August all the way until October 5th. Then I started outpatient therapy in February. And ever since then, I've just been going to therapy for the past 2 years. The shooter wasn't identified. I mean, they had leads on who they thought it could be, but the fact that nobody would testify against the shooter, it was like a closed case. Because there's nothing anybody's doing about it. The thing will probably be walking again. It's just something that I'm working towards right now by going to therapy every week.
was dating this guy for some time, talking his way into the dorm. The cops were called. They searched him. They couldn't search his car. It turned out there were 3 guns in his car. They couldn't search the car, though. They had no probable cause. And so Becca said, all right, come on and we'll talk for a little while. Then I'm going to sleep and you got to get out of here. Back in, and one of the roommates saw him and said, what? He said, no, I'm just, I have a goodbye gift for Becca. I have this plant that I want to give her. So went into her room, locked the door. Becca had been shot twice in the face with a .357 Magnum, and then her ex then also blew his own head off. Trying to explain what it feels like when you get news like that is like trying to explain what Chinese food tastes like to nobody who's ever had Chinese food. You can't do it. It's going to come now is out of Parkland and all the students now, because they have the media savvy to make it work. And the only parallel that I can draw is my anti-war protesting during the Vietnam era. This is their Vietnam. The advantage now is these kids across the country are so smart and know how to use social media. The possibility for change is going to come through elections, because none of those politicians are going to give up their money in the NRA. I've had people come up to me and they ask me about it, and they say, oh, she's in a better place. Okay, you want to swap places with her? If she's in a better place? Really? She's in a better place? She's in a nagging bolster to her face. She's now in a better place? People say that. God's plan. No, it's not God's plan. It's just fuck it with his gun. In other ways that I am frightened for my kids and grandkids about what kind of world we are in. Back in our Vietnam days, where I'm out there marching, writing, and doing stuff, and trying to be as active as possible in whatever ways I can to help make the changes, to make this world less gun crazy.
96 Americans die a day from gun violence. Brady's main focuses are expanding background checks and closing loopholes, assault weapons ban, extreme risk protection orders, which is it gets guns out of the hands of people who could be a harm to themselves or other people. But there's lots of other work that they do too. There's different campaigns associated with the campaign. They do really expansive work. A lot of people express interest in wanting to get involved, and they get their name on an email list and they don't show up and they don't make the calls. It's the responsibility of everyday Americans to be standing up for those people too. There need to be faces there representing the frustration that everyone's feeling. Be there, be at the ready to make calls or write letters or send the emails or do the text campaigning or show up at a rally or ask your legislators to make changes that make neighborhoods safer. Being involved in your community and getting to know people and getting to know the struggles that people surrounding you are going through, learning about them and being able to speak up for and about them when and if necessary, advocating for others.
Ever since that phone call came, nothing here has been the same.